It was a crisp autumn night when the annual harvest ball began. The small town of Eldermore buzzed with excitement. The grand ballroom of the old Marlowe Manor, with its creaking wooden floors and gilded chandeliers, was alive with music and laughter. Yet, there was an unshakable chill in the air. Clara, a young woman with a love for dance, couldn't resist the allure of the event. Wearing her mother's vintage gown, she stepped into the manor, her eyes sparkling with wonder. The air smelled faintly of roses and decay. She chalked it up to the age of the building and joined the crowd. As the clock struck 9, a masked stranger entered the room. His suit was impeccably black, and his mask bore a haunting, skeletal grin. He moved with a hypnotic grace, bowing to Clara with an extended hand. "May I have this dance?" he asked in a voice like velvet draped over stone. Clara hesitated, but felt an irresistible pull toward him. She placed her hand in his. The band struck up a waltz. As they danced, the room seemed to fade. The vibrant colors dimmed, the laughter softened, and the other guests blurred into shadowy figures. Only the masked man remained clear, his grip growing colder with each step. "Who are you?" Clara asked, her voice trembling. "I've come for the final dance," he replied cryptically, spinning her faster. The room dissolved completely, replaced by a desolate, moonlit graveyard. The music twisted into a haunting melody played by unseen hands. Tombstones surrounded them, and the air reeked of damp earth. Clara tried to pull away, but his grip tightened. "Let me go!" she cried. You accepted the dance," he whispered, "and now you must finish it." With a flick of his wrist, the graveyard stirred. Shadows rose from the ground, spectral dancers joining the macabre waltz. Their hollow eyes locked on Clara as they moved in eerie unison. The masked man leaned in close. "One must always pay for the final dance," he said, his breath icy against her ear. Clara realized with dawning horror that the faces of the spectral dancers were familiar. Missing townsfolk, those who had vanished over the years without a trace. She struggled, but it was useless. Her feet moved as if they were no longer her own. With every turn, her reflection in the man's mask grew paler, her outline more transparent. As the music reached its crescendo, Clara felt herself fading. The last thing she saw was the skeletal grin on the man's mask. When the music stopped, the ballroom was empty. Clara's gown lay crumpled on the floor, lifeless, as if she had never existed. The harvest ball continued the next year, with a new stranger arriving in a mask, extending his hand to the next unsuspecting dancer.